Hello everyone, welcome to our new video series on MySQL using Python. So now that we have covered that how to select rows in MySQL tables, so let's dive into updating rows in that tables and print it here. Now, first of all, let me introduce with you the update query. So basically the update query in MySQL is used to modify the existing records. Now, what do you mean by the records? Records mean the rows, okay, which we have already added few rows, okay. Now, the update query allows us to update the values of one or more columns for one or more rows that match the specified condition. Okay, it should match the condition, then only the value will be updated. And we can update values in one column and in one or more column also at the same time using the same query. So let's see each of them one by one. Okay, so let's begin with our code. So first of all, we'll just import our MySQL connector library. We give an alias name as con. Then let's establish a connection. So now I'm not going to explain you much because I have explained it two, three times. I'll just write all the things. Okay. Now let's look at the query for updating our values in our table staff. Okay. So first of all, let's create a query object, and that object will give update staff. Staff is our name of the table. So this query is basically about update, set, and where. Okay. So let me first write all the parts of the query and then I'll explain you. Okay. Now, let me explain you the query. This query is update, set, and where. Three things are there in the query. First, you have to mention update. So it will be taken as you going to update something from your table, and then you have to specify the which table. Okay, because you have already specified the database, so you have to now write the table because in a single database we can have multiple tables. So now in the staff table, so we have to write the table name. So I have written here staff. Then set. Set means that what you want to set. Okay. So I want to set that staff name should be changed to Rohit. Okay. Now there are suppose four rows. So in from the four rows, in which row you want to change the staff name to Rohit? So for that you have to give the condition. So for giving the condition, you have to use the where, and in the where you mention, suppose you can mention the staff ID or you can mention the uh, based on some unique value, we have to take that condition. So our unique value was at the time of creating table, we have seen that we have make primary key as the staff ID. So our staff ID is the unique key. So that's why we are taking the staff ID only. Okay. Now let's just execute it. So using the cursor, we are applying the method execute, and in that method we are applying the query. Okay, and then let's provide the commit method so that it will be committed successfully, and let's print the row count. So before executing the cell, let me first print, let me just run the select query. So this is our initial rows, which we have put in our staff table. Now, when we'll run this code, now this has been updated. Let's execute this. Now you will see we have updated on staff ID 2. Earlier there was Piyush. Now, because we have given here set staff name to Rohit, where staff ID is 2. So where the staff ID was 2, the name from Piyush has been changed to Rohit. Okay. Now, this was how you can change a single value, okay? And by giving statistically. Now, if you want to give it statically, and now if you want to give it dynamically, then what you can do, then you can take first of all inputs, okay? You can take input. Dynamically means taking inputs from the user. So you can write here that enter the staff name, then you can give then you can take one more input for the staff ID, that in which ID you want to take make the changes. Then we can write here the staff ID. Now let's run the query and let's see how we can write the query for dynamically updating our values. So update in the table staff set the staff name, and now, after the equal, you will give a percent s. This ampersand s means that there is a value, okay? And we are going to put the value where? So it means that there is a value, but that value will be given dynamically. That is the main thing. And then on the ID also, because for the ID also we are going to take the inputs. So a percent s. Not compulsory that you will write a percent s also. You can write a percent a, b, c. Okay. Then let's execute the query. And now, as we have already seen in when in the insert video also, that when you have to take dynamically inputs, so how you will take it? You can take it inside a tuple. So first in the execute, we want to execute our query, and because we have two dynamically inputs, means we want to give two inputs for different things. So then we can write that thing, means we can take it inside a tuple, and inside the tuple we can mention both n and a. Okay, and then let's just commit our query. Let's just print. Now, so let's execute this cell. Okay, so it is asking me uh, for giving me a name. So let's give now. mm, let's change the John Doe name. Means the first one to suppose a name Taru. So Taru Dev, or let's say Tarunal. Then the ID, and we want to change John Doe, as you can see, which is at the staff ID 1. So let's give 1. Okay, let's execute this cell. So now if you, when I've executed select query, you can see the update in the values. On the one, we have applied Tarun as, okay, from Zondo. So now it has been changed to Tarun. So this is how you can take dynamically input from the user and you can change, update the values. Okay. Now let's suppose we have to update a value. I mean, suppose if there is a Tarun, now Tarun has been upgraded to, means his job position was manager and his experience was 6 years. So now because his experience is of 7 years, so now he has been upgraded as a senior manager. So for that, we have to execute a SQL query for that. So for that, the query will be, because here we have updated two values, the staff experience and the staff position, both. So for that, what we can do, first of all, update will go, then the table name will go and set staff position equals senior manager. And then after that, his experience has also been updated to 7 years. So we will update it to 7 years. Then condition. So we will give staff ID as one. And now let's just execute our query. Total record one means one value has been changed, updated, and then again let us execute the select query. So now you can see Tarun now has been updated to senior manager with experience of 7 years. And at the end, we know that what we have to do, we have to close the cursor and then in the connection. So let's close both of them. So now your update queries have been executed successfully. So this was how you can update or modify your values, rows, okay, in your MySQL tables. So I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you in the next video.